Hello everyone, this is Behemoth Dan with another Magic the Gathering box open video. As you can see, we're opening Cons of Tarkir today. Tarkir? I'm not sure actually how they pronounce it. But this is kind of an exciting set since we have the reprint of fetch lands, 5 of them. If you don't play Magic, the lands, which lets you do different things in the game, are widely considered to be one of the most critical parts of a deck because the effectiveness of your ability to get certain lands affects the ability for you to do other things in the game. No land, nothing else to do. And fetch lands are a special land that lets you search your deck of cards for other lands. They have gone incredibly high in value because they haven't been printed in a while, and different types of the game have become increasingly popular, which caused their cost to skyrocket. So Wizards of the Coast decided to finally reprint them, and so we're going to open up this box of boosters and see what we get. Hopefully we get some fetch lands and a couple other fun mythics that are in this set. So we have 36 boosters in here. We're going to open them all up and see how this goes. The back 2 cards are the basic land and an insert card that will tell you different things about the set, or it might be a token. And the last card is what we're interested in seeing, but we're going to show some patience and get to it last. These 3 are commons, and there's our first rare. Let's get some focus going on here. Ooh. Or maybe not. Might be too hard to focus this. Ooh. Sorry about that. Dragon Style Twins. Come on, focus. I believe in you. Oh well. Let's move on. This set has a lot of new and reprinted game mechanics, things that have been in Magic before, as well as new things. Mechanics are just different things that cards can do. For example, let's see if we can get it to work this time. This card, oh, there's a glare, isn't there? My camera's terrible, I apologize. Is Morph. which is, as you can see, you can play this card face down as a 3/3. I mean, as a 2/2/4/3, and then you can pay 6 mana, the green and 5 colorless, to flip it over. This set of mechanic's been around before. They just decided to reprint it in this set, which is fun. We have a cycle of common lands that are nice to have. This set has a lot of mana fixing, so it's a lot of fun. It's like a fun set. Villainous Wealth. This card is showing up in some early versions of Type 2 decks, standard decks, and stuff like that. We'll see if it sticks around or not. It's a fun card. It did work for me at the pre-release. Howl of the Horde, copy spells. So here's one of the tokens that can be in this set. This is just, you can use this to represent that card I just showed you. If it says play cards morph, they all are a 2/2, which you can see down here. So you can use this token to remind people of what it is. This is another one of the cards that's in the set for mana fixing. They have a whole cycle of these tricolor artifacts that tap for mana. Should be popular in a lot of EDH decks just because it's a nice fixing with a secondary effect of being able to draw cards with it if you sacrifice it. I'll be interested to see if this card actually ends up seeing any play, and it seems like it might be good in limited or draft, but I'm sure there's some crazy brewers out there that might come up with something for this card. Looks like we're 4 packs in. And I saw the rare, which isn't a land, but that's okay. Six trample hexproof for 6 or a morph. I opened up one of him and a foil one of him at the pre-release, and they wouldn't beat down on a lot of folks for me. see we got a triple colored counterspell, which is kind of hard to cast, but fun. And a foil common. Nothing too exciting, but you know, the foiling process makes cards look pretty. I don't play Standard anymore. Not that I don't like it. I just stopped keeping up with the format. I play a lot of EDH. I draft a lot. I play Modern. I play Kiki Pod in Modern, if you know what that is. It goes on and off as being I want to say a tier 1 deck. It's really strong. I love it because of the decision making in it, and knowing how cards interact with your cards, and remembering your pod chains and things like that. It's an interactive deck, and I enjoy it a lot. You might win off an infinite combo, but you can frequently just go on the beatdown path as well. This guy cost me 2 rounds of losses at the pre-release. I went 4-2. Both rounds I lost was because of this guy, where it turned a seemingly mediocre board state into pretty much lethal. Kind of put me on my heels, or my ankles. I don't know if he'll see play anywhere else. He's really good in limited, it seems. We'll see if he has a home in anything else. I have my doubts in formats where removal is a little more prevalent, as he's only a 2/2 for a 5. I have a lot of plans for EDH decks. It's a lot of fun things to build. It's a fun thing about EDH. I always come up with something new. Oh, and there's our first fetch land. A floated strand. Makes me happy. I have homes for pretty much whatever fetch lands I open. Oop, saw something foily. Maybe it was a land. That would be fantastic. But we won't get our hopes up. There's other things in the set I wouldn't mind opening. Some Planeswalkers. Sorin, Sarkin, anybody really would be fine. Nope. We ended up with a foil tricolor land and a non-foil tricolor land. You have lands at the common slot that do 2 colors and gain you life. You have these at the uncommon slot, and you have the fetch lands at the rare slot. Foil land, just not what we were hoping. That's okay. Then we have Icy Blast, which has one of the new mechanics, Ferocious. Just makes your spells better if you have big creatures. So this card might see play. I'm not sure. Just depends. Ooh, sorry about that. Let's not throw cards everywhere, huh? It might see play if there's a good combo deck or some type of control deck. I mean, not combo. A control deck of some sort. With the release of this set, a lot of very popular cards have rotated out. So, oh, those don't go there. I go over here. We'll take the meta will shape up here in the next couple weeks, and we'll see what people come up with. So. The new Wrath of God. It's useful. I have homes for that card, especially if I get more than one. The second part of it that says, and all permanents attached to creatures, is relevant with equipment and bestow and a lot of other things. So the internet loved this card just because this guy is just punching a bear. This has a home in my Darien King of the Keldor deck because it loves soldiers and warriors and creatures like this. So only one land so far. Hopefully the second half of the box gives us at least a couple more. I'll be honest, this is my second box I opened. The first one I wasn't patient enough to open nice and slowly on camera. And in that one I opened up 6 fetch lands, a Sorin, and well as 5 other mythics. So it's very possible that I've used up all my luck in my first box. So ooh, interesting. Okay, so we've got the Keru Lichlord. Interestingly, not ironic, ironic's not their word. Interestingly enough, isn't a legend, but behind it we have a foil Dig Through Time, which might actually be worth something. I'm not sure. It's one of these. This is one of those cards that could end up seeing play. There's speculation around it, so we'll see what happens. This guy It's just this big turtle thing. It's a good blocker, very awkward attacker. It's one of those cards just happens to be there. Now, let's see. Have I opened any mythics yet? Nope, no mythics yet, which is good. It means they're still in the box at least, so. There's plenty of good mythics. A lot of good EDH generals, the planeswalkers. Frankly, I'd be fine just open a bunch of fetch lands. Well, there's a mythic. Let's see. Wingmate Rock. Interesting. Didn't realize that was mythic. I mean, I guess it does make 3/4 tokens, which is fine. 3/4 flyers, they're fine. Trying to be very good about not looking at the last card. It seems I was having better luck in the last box, where I just looked at the last card and called it a day. Let's face it, cost-effective wise, it probably just would have been better to wait for the lands to drop in price and buy a bunch, which I'll probably end up doing anyways, but opening boxes is so fun. When I was a kid, I couldn't do it. They were too expensive. A lot of things I wasn't able to get when I played as a kid because Magic isn't a cheap hobby by any stretch of the imagination. But, oh, that's a 3/3 for 3 with Flying Vigilance Haste. As long as you can get the crazy mana for it. But, now that I'm older and I can afford boxes of cards, I like to open them. Bottom 2 cards. I don't make videos very often, so if you're one of the people that actually watches this, I appreciate it. Hope you like it. Pretty much relegated myself just to making Magic box opening videos. Just because. A Savage Knuckleblade. That's fun. I guess I could do other videos. I still play World of Warcraft a lot. In the past month, I've used one of my alts, my priest, who's a scribe, to attempt to see what he can do in making money. Currently existing on a medium pop server, a medium population server of Hellscream, which has been combined with Zangarmarsh. A nice guild, a big one with lots of nice people. And I decided to take up the goal of seeing how much money my priest could make about a month ago on this server, with only as a scribe. And currently, he started off as 3,000 gold about a month ago, and he just broke 21,000, I think, today, in a little over a month, which I'm sure it could be better, but like I said, the server's medium population, and I was pretty happy with it. And we're still going, we're not done yet. That's interesting. So maybe like a gold making video or something. Don't want anybody muscling in on my I'm already trying to force a couple people out of the market. Like I said, the server's not very big, so there's only so many glyphs to be sold. But I've already gotten one angry in-game mail about somebody claiming I was wrecking the auction house prices. How I didn't have to undercut them so bad. Blah, blah, blah. Which works in theory, but if there's one thing I've learned from watching other people who make gold, especially those people who are at the level, the gold cap, they don't care about playing nice with other people's economies. Not in the slightest. So I undercut glyphs by 10, 15 gold, maybe more. And I sell a lot of glyphs. A whole lot of glyphs. And it doesn't matter if I ruin their market, because I'm not in it to make money for them. I'm in to make money for me. And that's been working great. Ooh, there we go. Okay, so we've got a foil basic land, not basic land, the common land, which is fun. But we opened Sarkin. So that's exciting. He's got a lot of words. So in the other box I opened Soren. Now I open Sarkin, so that's good. That's one we'll set aside with the land. Most people are saying there's not a lot of money cards in this set, which is fine. They figured they probably didn't need money cards with them printing fetch lands. And they're right. People are going to buy tons of this set because everyone wants the lands. Especially if they reprint the other fetch lands in the next set, which people are expecting them to do as well. They want people to play modern and things like that, and they knew they had to lower the cost of entry. And by cost of entry, I mean the lands. The lands were a barrier of entry to people who didn't have the money to buy them. And they knew that, and they reprinted them, which I think was smart. So, and oh, there we go. Look, another. So there's our second fetch land for the box. So we have a flooded strand and wooded foothills to go with our Sarkin. So that brings the total fetch lands to 8 across 2 boxes. And I forget if there's more than one planeswalker in 2 planeswalkers in this set. Because I have opened Soren and Sarkin now. I don't remember any others. Could pull up a list, but I'll do that later. It's fine. Hope everyone's having a nice weekend. Spent the evening at a Greek festival, enjoying delicious Greek food, gyros, and all types of delicious things. It's put on by a Greek church. It's their only fundraiser for the whole year. They get so many people from the community to come out that they fund their entire year's activities and all their ground maintenance and things like that. Just off this one event across 2 days, and whatever it is, they do a really good job. The food's always delicious. Here's another mythic for the box, the Hooded Hydra. This coming week I have a little boy who's going to turn the ripe old age of 4, which is exciting. the Dragon Throne. There's no actual dragons in this set, but we're expecting to see some in the next one, or maybe the one after that. Something. Too much dragon-y things going on, not to be any dragons in this story arc. To be fair, ideally, if anybody was watching this, he would have fallen asleep by now. But who knows? It's got a big elephant. Looks like we're about 2/3 of the way through the box. I have to move these piles here in a minute, they're getting a little tall. Here I have a Zirkel Helm Smasher. He would be fun to make an EH deck around, and I'm very, very tempted, I'm not going to lie. So he's my third one now, so... Too many other box, obviously. Not this game. The limited format and the draft format I think will be fun because it's slower, generally speaking. It'll do a lot more fun things, more interesting mechanics. Aggro exists in the format, but overall it's a slower format, which is fun. I like slower. We've got a Hardened Scales, which just gives us more counters, and a foil uncommon in the form of Stubborn Denial. I think there's been some discussion about that card. Maybe not that one, maybe a different one. Because at worst, it's a Force Spike. At best, it's a one mana counterspell. So, it just depends on the deck you're playing. One of the enchantment cycle in the set gives you bonuses for casting non-creature spells. There's something foily back there. I saw it peek out from the back. We'll see what it is. we've got an Abzan Ascendancy, another one of the enchantments. And it looks like we've got a foil uncommon of a soldier. Retribution of the Ancients. I prefer to get maybe 2 more fetch lands out of this, but if you think about it, there's actually 5 fetch lands. Oh, but I just looked at it, and we got one. So let's just go ahead and skip to that. We got a Bloodstained Mire. Ask and you shall receive, I suppose. So we'll hurry and speed through this pack. Because it's not like we're hoping to open 1 card. There's actually 5 of them we could open, so. If we could get 5 fetch lands in this box, I'd be happy. Oh, you know, 3's good. There's going to be a lot of this set opened. Some people think fetch lands will drop down to the price of shock lands around the $10 mark. And it's possible. We'll just have to wait and see. Another Hardened Scales. We've seen this one. Looks like we've got 6 packs left with this one. This guy's pretty fun. You'll probably see playing some Kalia decks. 5/4 for 4 that you can get all kinds of abilities to. Pack 5. There's 5 to go, so. I don't know if this is a good format for this video or not. I'm constantly staring at my stomach and the cards, but it is what it is. Hopefully you like it. If you don't, you've probably turned it off by now, which is understandable. My mic's not the best in the world. Oh, there's people are speculating all kinds of fun for this card. Whether in standard or EDH, should be a lot of fun. It's like a different Tooth and Nail. We'll have to see what people do with it. Pack 4 out of the 4 left. Then maybe tomorrow getting late. I'll have to go flip through all these bad boys and go over again which ones are going to find homes in decks. The fetch lands will have homes. Some of the rares will. The new Wrath of God will. And I'm sure there's some of these commons and uncommons who definitely will be finding something in my other decks. This guy's fun. I actually think my friend might want this in his Glissa deck. Seems really good. Especially since you can pump it multiple times. It's not once a turn. Interesting. 3 packs to go. One more fetch land. That's what we want. One more. Got this guy, the Bloodsoaked Champion, which is funny. He can't block, but it looks like he's carrying 2 shields. I don't know if he's going to do anything or not. He's interesting. Could see some play if there's a black aggro deck. We got a foil common and Singing Bell Strike. So, 2 packs to go. Let's hope for one more fetch. That's what we want. One more fetch land. We need all the fetches. Do you like seeing the tricolor lands? I have enough 3-color decks for it. They'll be useful. This guy, I'm curious what he could do. Now the thing is, Morph is an instant, so you could easily like flip this guy up in response to someone attacking. So, who knows? Okay, this is our last pack of the box. What we want is a foil Polluted Delta, because I'm not greedy or anything. So, sign out. Make sure we don't peek in the last 2 in the last pack. Okay, here we go. Last pack. All of the uncommons. Nope. Another foil common. So, in toto, Mystery Men reference, we have a couple things that could be interesting. I'm curious about this foil Dig Through Time. Well, I'll show them to you again real quick in just a second. We're going to make sure we've got what's going on over here. So, we ended up with 3 fetch lands, which brings my total to 9 out of 2 boxes, which is fine. And then we have the Sarkhan, Planeswalker, and a foil Dig Through Time. This might actually be worth nothing, but I can't remember. We're going to look it up in just a second. But thank you for watching my video. I appreciate it. Once again, thanks to all the ASMR artists out there who are helping the rest of us get to sleep. I appreciate the work you do. I don't think I go a night without listening to somebody. Lately, I've been on a eye exam kick. For some reason, the following the lights it's been getting me a lot. So, have a good night or day, and hopefully you're relaxed. Till next time.